going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and today I'm in one of the biggest or wealthiest areas in the Philippines, which is Makati. One of my favorite neighborhoods. You will see like a lot of modern high-rise buildings, wide streets, a lot of malls, a lot of complexes, a lot of hotels, and some parts it resembles a little bit of Manhattan in New York City. The main street over here is Ayala Avenue, Makati Avenue. But I'm in a park that I passed by taxi, but I never walked by foot, which is called Ayala Triangle Gardens. And it's like a nice park here surrounded by the skyscrapers, and you know I love urban parks. So I'm gonna wander around a little bit over here, then walk around other streets in Makati, and I'm gonna take you guys with me, so join me. So today is a Saturday, so there's not really much of a crowd. I guess most of the people, they dedicated to shopping. But I think in a weekday it must be packed when people work and get off of work and they hang out here, but there is still stuff going on. I see like street performers. Looking at those street performers, it reminds me a little bit of Washington Square Park in New York, where you see young people hanging out and street performers, and you see the skyscrapers over here. Gotta tell you, it's a beautiful park, beautiful modern park. Gotta make it happen over here. There's a fountain over there. Pretty nice structures of buildings. It might be, I don't know, not sure if they got like shops around here. And they got this fountain over here that's pretty nice. Then over here you got this famous icon here, Make It Happen Makati, which I've seen many pictures of it. Then I like the palm trees. This is what resembles like you're in the tropical country. And here you see the nature right here. It's pretty beautiful. Pretty nice how they keep this park. It's really like a different world right here, you know. And of course they got, you know, rules, especially if you got pets, cat population, you know, that they got the fountain to keep the water, to keep the grass pretty green. Not sure what's ahead of here, but it looks pretty modern. Not sure if it's like a museum. Pretty nice, pretty interesting. But yeah, it's a pretty lovely park, and I see people playing also football. But like I say, it's a chill day. I imagine in the weekday it must be a lot of people hanging out here. But so far, like a beautiful park, and you know I'm a fan of this, like all the skyscrapers that surround with the greenery. I think it gives it like a different vibe. Then I'm not sure what this is, but looking at this over here with the buildings, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Lincoln Center in Manhattan. Like the same design on the building. I think in the nighttime it must be nice. Probably like a shopping center, but I'm not sure. Then I think if I'm not mistaken, this must be Makati Avenue, and it takes you to other places like Greenbelt Mall, which I've never been there, and I'm gonna make it over there. Then Glorietta's a little over that way. I've been to Glorietta like 2 times, and it's a massive mall. And like I say, the malls in the Philippines, they're like an adventure. They're like in another level, multi-level floors, you know. It's not only like a mall, it's also like an entertainment district or complex. Like you could spend literally the whole day in the mall, so that's pretty fun. Also, I'm not gonna lie, walking around here, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Kuala Lumpur when I walk in that park near the Petronas Towers. The only thing, we don't have the Petronas Towers here in Makati, but it resembles a little bit like the greenery with the palm trees and the high-rise buildings. But here's like a more of a chiller vibe, but yeah. But a pretty lovely area, you know. And just look at this. I think it's like a wall, but it's like bathed with the plants. And this is literally like another vibe from other districts of Manila, you know. Like I said, this is probably the wealthier area you're gonna find here in Metro Manila, but still a nice place to walk. The only thing, like I say, it's a Saturday, so you don't see really much of a crowd. But I think it's better because I got literally the streets to myself, and I can record whatever I want. And then I like how they keep all the greenery. The only thing I wish Manila had more parks like this, but even bigger. I think it will help out with the city and the balanced lifestyle. And one thing about Makati is when you cross the street, they got like another passage. Here you have an idea what it looks like. So it makes it convenient if you need to cross the street. You don't gotta go above ground in the crazy traffic. Kind of looks like a subway train entrance. It was pretty cool, you know, pretty modern, quiet. Pretty neat. There's probably more ahead of me. The sign to Makati Avenue, Ayala Avenue. I guess we try Ayala Avenue. Here we end up in the other side of the street. And that's the park that I was. Wow, it looks beautiful with the trees and everything. Gotta tell you, it doesn't feel like you're in the Philippines. It feels like, it's another country with the trees like this. You can look at these trees, like the bamboos, the way how they're decorated and how developed the street is, you know, and you smell the fresh air over here, you know, it's pretty nice. Wow. Then you're surrounded by the skyscraper. Gives you that vibe like if you're in your city or another city, even Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. And then here's an underpassage that will take you down there and you cross to the other street. So now I'm just gonna walk one of the regular streets here to see what it looks like, what's the vibe and how different it is from other cities I've been. Because I think, like I said, I've only passed like the main roads in Makati, but I never passed like one of these tiny streets to see what it looks like. China Bank. Gonna walk ahead. This is where they deliver the money. It is a little crazy to see the street empty, but the sidewalks developed. It has the cobblestones that makes it pretty nice. You can see they're still developing, and then this is really a Filipino fast food chain. Chowking is pretty good. Like they got Chowking, they got Mang Inasal, and of course the traditional Jollibee. Also another one that I tried that I like a lot was Andox. Like the chicken was top notch. Here's the other fast food chain, Jollibee, which you're gonna see it literally all over the Philippines. But they are literally worldwide too, so with the mall, the skyscrapers, wow. Feels like I'm in a Western country, not in Southeast Asia. Here you see the streets, and one thing I noticed, I haven't seen a jeepney yet, unless they go to another main avenue, but you know, in a lot of places in the Philippines, especially Manila, you will see like a lot of jeepneys, but over here I haven't seen that. Just the regular taxis, you know, of course a Grab car. But yeah, pretty developed, a nice clean street. But yeah, pretty nice so far. A lot of things to see, a lot of cool restaurants, nice vibe. And also when I was filming a guy that was in a motorcycle with a Grab, he's like, hey, what's up? But I didn't capture him. But yeah, like I say, here in the Philippines, when they're not camera shy, when they see you filming yourself, they want to be on it, so. Made it here to the main street, and I think it's gonna get busier once I hit the intersection with Ayala Avenue. So I'm gonna make it there, merge left to Makati, and then try to make my way to Greenbelt. This is kind of like I say the 5th Avenue of Philippines of Manila, Ayala Avenue, probably the wealthiest street over here with the high-rise buildings. Over there you see a lot of skyscrapers in this side. I hear construction going on, then over here is pretty beautiful too. This over here, not sure if it's like a bus stop. But here you can see it gets a little bit more busy. Main buses here will take you to other parts of the Philippines. People in the bike, and then they keep the vegetation pretty nice here, so you can see about like if you're in another place. And I said there was like no jeepneys, but if you go to Ayala Avenue, I'll see a couple of jeepneys. There's one ahead over there, which I cannot zoom, but I saw one across the street, so we're gonna pass by in a bit. So there goes the jeepney right there. So I'm gonna assume that this roof and this stops that you see are probably like jeepney stops. I guess people come here and they wait for the jeepney. And this is like the main entrance of where I started the block, Ayala Triangle Gardens. You will miss it thinking that's a regular building, but it's like the entrance and the park is right there. And it's like a whole vibe. And then got this over here that's pretty nice. Pretty spacious street, pretty wide. And I'm glad that I came back here to the Philippines and I'm able to walk around Ayala Avenue and Makati. Pretty beautiful section here in Metro Manila. This side over here is more busy, the traffic jam. Quite a business intersection right here in Makati on a Saturday, and there you got Peninsula Hotel. Pretty high-end hotel. So I just took another underpassage and I'm walking here, and maybe Greenbelt might be somewhere around here. I'm just following the signs. I gotta say, a lot of greenery here in Makati. Here's Greenbelt, which is usually like a high-end mall, but I think it's pretty big, and it's like literally right across the street from Glorietta, with the high-rise buildings in the main streets over here, you know, pretty developed streets. So I'm probably gonna walk a little bit of the mall to see what's going on, and then figure out what I'm doing next. Then another cool thing I like is that it got the overpasses and underpasses, so it's pretty easy to cross the streets. Part of the mall, and I think the mall is divided, I think, by 5 parts. Greenbelt 5 is over there. Not sure where the first part is, but I'm probably gonna figure it out and walk to the plaza, the atriums, because I think it's pretty cool. So this is like the page show of Greenbelt, and one funny thing, you can't really see it clearly, but they even got fishes swimming in the lake. And it's something that I don't really expect in the mall. But like I said, the malls in the Philippines are like in another level. There's a lot of vegetation over here. You know, the mall's divided by different sections, you know. So it's not only a mall, it's like a recreational area where you can go walk around and enjoy yourself. Not sure if I can get a close-up of the fish over here. Right there is a fish. A couple of fishes around. And I'm pretty sure in the nighttime it's like a gorgeous, nice vibe. So also pretty diverse. I see not only Filipinos, like people from abroad over here. And there's a lake here. More going on. I heard a lot about Greenbelt, but I didn't expect it to have like a aquarium with fishes. You can see a gold one, but the reflection doesn't really do justice what you see. Of course, watch the stair, because there's a lot of stairs over here. You don't want to fall down. And this is another section of the mall, and there's like more to the parts. So literally like a park in the middle of the mall. So like I say, most of the stores here, they're pretty high end. Like over there they got Carolina, Herrera. I heard that's like expensive brands, but yeah, still good to walk around, window shop. It's literally like a jungle, artificial jungle right in the mall. They got the restaurants over here. So this is something I never seen either. As you know, Philippines is strongly Catholic, and they have a church here where they can worship in the middle of the mall. I never seen anything like this, but pretty cool. And then over here, more of the mall with the palm trees. This is a really beautiful vibe here. And I tell you, this just keeps going, like the mall on one side with another one, just massive. And crazy to think that across the street there's another massive mall that I've been, which is Glorietta. It's literally, I tell you, here in the Philippines they really love the malls, and I can understand why. Good way to spend the time with the family, and plus when the weather gets like extremely hot and humid, you want to be in a place where there's AC, so it's a good place to spend a good day, a good evening at. That was a nice experience walking around Greenbelt. Pretty nice, the outdoor patio, even got some restaurants with music and everything playing. I walk a little bit inside the mall, but it's like, wow, pretty high end. But now I'm outside and I'm gonna try to make my way to Glorietta and see what's going on over there and probably wrap up the video. And this is the outside. Greenbelt is over here, and I'm gonna assume that Glorietta must be to my right side. Just like Greenbelt, it's like a lot of malls connected to each other. The good thing, they got an overpass of the bridge that will take you to one side to another one without having to cross a crowded street. Crossing from one side, one mall to another one in the overpasses of the bridge. Here you can see the main entrance of Greenbelt, which is pretty nice. You would have not thought it's a mall, but pretty nice. And then we're gonna see another side, another mall here that I've been, like I say, 2 times. And it's literally massive, multi-level floors and like so many hallways connected together. But yeah, let's do it. The one thing about the Philippines, with many malls in the Philippines, is not only they got the indoor mall, but like if you go outside, they got like things to do outside, stores, you know, walkable, especially with this tropical climate all year long, you know. Even in the winter in the States, it's warm here, like in the 80s. Today it's pretty comfortable. It's not like really humid, you know. Pretty nice to walk around, so yeah. And then you see the developments of the skyscrapers of Makati. A plaza, this is Shangri-La, which you'll see it all over Asia. High-end hotels, and then like the outdoor of the malls connected together. There's a little part of Glorietta, but I know they have like a main area where you can capture all. This one's not as high-end as Greenbelt. It's like a different vibe. But it's really, really massive. I think it's like 3 or 4 floors, if I'm not mistaken. But there's so many hallways go one way to another one, so you can easily get lost or spend an entire day here in this mall. Main plaza of the mall. And it looks like they got a convention down there. Like I say, in the malls in the Philippines, it's not just mall. They always got like stuff going on, but you can see it's like they're selling cameras. I saw a drone that was flying. Then they even bring like their folding bikes in the mall. One thing I noticed here, a lot of people, they use their folding bikes compared to New York City, but this is just like a massive mall. So it keeps going over that way. Then here they sell a little bit of everything, clothes, you know, sneakers. And then they got the typical fast food chains over here, so you know this mall is not really like a high end. But yeah, just keeps going. Let me show you this other side. Sorry if you cannot hear me, but I just want to show you the other side over here. Pretty massive, right? Sometimes they got shows and people can sit down and watch the show. So this is another mall, but you know, pretty standard, but it's just massive. 3 floors, and it keeps going, and it seems like it's a blogger's paradise. Like they're selling camera equipment, microphone, a little bit of everything here. They're selling the gimbals. I even saw an area where they got a GoPro designated. So that was the end of my video here, exploring Makati, then ending a video here in Glorietta Mall with this crowd. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.